In a bustling city of glass towers and relentless ambition, there lived a businessman who seemed to have it all. His suits were tailored, his cars were sleek, and his bank account was more than enough to silence most people's worries. But each night, when he lay down on his silk sheets, he felt an emptiness no wealth could fill. He would wake up every morning hoping the next deal, the next purchase, the next success would finally make him feel alive. But the feeling never came. One afternoon, after a stressful meeting, he took a walk to clear his mind. As he passed through a quiet park, he saw something unusual. A beggar sitting under a tree, legs crossed, eyes closed, a gentle smile resting on his lips. Curiosity tugged at the businessman's mind. How could someone who owned nothing look so content, while he, who owned everything, felt so poor inside? He hesitated, then walked over and asked, "Old man, how can you be so happy when you have nothing?" The beggar opened his eyes and looked at him, warmth in his gaze that startled the businessman more than any harsh reply would have. He said, "Why do you think I have nothing?" The businessman gestured at his torn clothes, the empty bowl beside him. "You have no money, no house, no job. If I lost all that, I'd be miserable." The beggar chuckled softly. "Yet here you are with all that, and you are miserable." The words hit the businessman harder than he expected. He sat down beside the beggar, loosening his tie for the first time in months. "Then tell me, what's your secret?" The beggar pointed to the tree above them, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. "Do you see that tree? It never asks to be taller or wish for different leaves. It accepts the sun, the rain, the birds that rest on it, and it stands in peace." The businessman frowned. "But I'm not a tree." The beggar smiled again. "No, you are not. You have a mind, but you've let it become your cage. You believe happiness lives in the things you chase, but happiness only lives where you stop resisting. I accept this moment as it is. I accept myself as I am. That is my wealth, and no one can steal it." Silence settled between them. The city noise seemed distant, irrelevant. For the first time, the businessman felt a calm he couldn't buy. He realized how long he had been fighting life, never pausing to simply be in it. The beggar's words were simple, yet they opened a door the businessman never knew existed. Happiness is not what you have, but what you accept. When we stop measuring our worth by what we lack, when we stop resisting where we are, we discover an endless source of peace that lives quietly inside us. In that moment, under the tree, the businessman didn't find a new investment, a new possession, or a new title. He found himself. And for the first time, he was enough. So take a breath right now. Look around you. What can you accept? What burdens can you set down, if only for today? Happiness does not wait for you at the finish line. It waits in this moment right here, if only you dare to stop chasing and start being. Because sometimes the poorest man can be the richest, and the richest man can be the poorest, if he forgets that true wealth is simply this: contentment with what is. If this story spoke to you, let it be a reminder to pause, breathe, and accept the gift of now. And if you think someone you love needs this message, share it with them, because real happiness multiplies when it's given away. Subscribe for more stories that help you slow down, look within, and live fully. Until next time, take care of your mind, and it will take care of you.